Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. I'm so excited to be playing this game for you all. What an intro. I love this intro. There's the town. Vix. What a classic mistranslation. Hard to believe an Esper has been found intact there 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Think it's still alive? Probably, judging from the urgency of our orders. Legend Biggs. And this woman, this sorcerer, why is she here? I heard she fried 50 of our Magitech armored soldiers in under 3 minutes. Hi Nim, thank you. How are you doing today? Thank you for all the birthday gifts. We'll approach from the east. Move out. It was a weird day. Did something happen? How's the sound, by the way? Can you hear the game? I love this intro song. I probably will have to cut it out of my YouTube posting though. This song always gives me goosebumps. Okay, while they're walking, I'm going to show off some stuff. Hold on. This is what Nim, one of the masks that Nim gave me. Isn't it so cute? Has a little Mario nose and a mustache. These are really awesome, Nim. I love it. I don't want to put it on stream because you can't hear me, but... And these stickers, these are so cute. Are these by a particular artist, Nim? Do you know? I can shout them out if you know. I'm not sure though. These are super cute. This one is my favorite. The little KK. He's so cute. And thank you for this. I redeemed it already. Giraffalope, thank you. Giraffalope, your stuff is really cute. These are really cute. Super, super cute. And yeah, thank you for this, Nim. I already redeemed it, so it's sitting in my account. Thank you. You're too kind. Let's put her on point. No sense taking any risks. Forward. But yeah, of course I'm playing the original version of the game. I don't like the mobile versions at all, because I don't like the way they look. The character sprites in this one are so detailed. The mobile ones that they created are awful looking. And unfortunately that's the one on Steam. So... I love this music. So what are you guys gonna do with the rest of your night, Nim? Dread Monday. That's usually what I do with my Sundays. I dread Monday. Can you guys hear the fan blowing, by the way? It's really hot today, so I have the fan on higher than normal. I'm not sure if the mic is picking that up. But it's warm. It's supposed to be getting cooler. Try to chill. Yeah. I'm off the whole week, so I'm happy. Oh, unexpected house repair. That's no fun. Did you guys have like a leak or something? You can't hear the fan? Okay, good. Thank you. It's really hot today. It's supposed to be fall. I don't know what's going on. It's so warm. That's really bothering me. It's supposed to be getting cooler. Hey Scarlet, thank you for the birthday wishes. I hope you're doing well today. Thank you for coming in. I should probably turn up the battle speed. I think as far as like RPGs are concerned, this is probably the one I played the most on my Super Nintendo. Even more so than Chrono Trigger, surprisingly. And I love Chrono Trigger. And the details and like the graphics here in this game are just like, there's so many little details. It's really awesome. Everything just looks so good. Oh yes, birthday stuff. Thank you, Nim. You know, I so after your Halloween event, I didn't even go back to my island and do my own Halloween stuff. I just logged off. I've been so bad about it. But yes, I gotta make sure to do my birthday stuff today. Thank you for the reminder. I think I got the spooky carriage recipe and the spooky garland recipe from Jack, so I think that's the recipes I needed to get. But yeah, I totally flaked on it. I was too tired. According to our source, the frozen Esper was found in the new mine shaft. Maybe this one. Oh, the wall and flooring? I can't remember if I got those. I didn't get the recipes though. Yeah. I totally forgot. My bad. Oh, there's a wall and a flooring. Oh, cool. Yeah, I really flaked on everything. Like, I flaked on the candy collecting, and I flaked on the Halloween day stuff. I don't know. I wasn't into it for some reason. Okay. Info about save points? No thanks. I know how to use them. This music. I love this music. This is one of the soundtracks I go to when I want to listen to old video game soundtracks. I'll handle this. Stand back. It's so funny that he's Vix. But this game has a lot of those weird localization issues. We won't hand over the Esper. Well, get them. Think back to our briefing. What about it? Do you recall hearing about a monster that eats lightning and stores the energy in its shell? Right, so whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Alright already. I think that's kind of a mistranslation because you can hit it with anything, not just lightning, and it'll retaliate on you. my town now. It's, I guess I have to take it down. But that's kind of sad. Maybe I'll just leave it up all year round. Although I guess then it wouldn't be that special, right? If I leave it up all year round. You're leaving yours up. I did put a lot of work into mine. And I didn't even open up for everybody to show it off. Oh well. Yay. Ba, ba, ba. Okay. I love Halloween too. I'm kind of sad it's over already. It went by in a flash. Like everything else this year. Oh, is my mouse on the screen? There we go. This is the Frozen Esper. I love the detail in that sprite for the Esper, it's so pretty. What's the matter? Do you know something we don't? The frozen creature began emitting an eerie light. Where's that light coming from? Oh, wow! Bye, dudes. Hey, Wedge, where are you? What's happening? I know there's a lot of Espers hidden in this game, but honestly I don't remember where they all are. It's been so long since I played this. One of my coworkers stopped by yesterday. Was it yesterday? And dropped off some of her cupcakes. They're so good. Dark chocolate cupcakes with dark chocolate frosting, with a little bit of mint to flavor it off. So it's so good. And she dropped off a card from my coworkers. It was a Costco gift card. I was so happy I cried because we've been having a lot of money issues this year, so that's gonna be like food and supplies that we need. I remember the elixir in the clock, so I was so happy to get that. I'm really blessed, I think, honestly. You want cupcakes? Hi Toad, welcome. They're really good. I still have 6 left. She gave me 8, and I ate 2 yesterday. This music is so good. It gives me goosebumps. Do any of you all say chicken skin? That's what you say in Hawaii for goosebumps. That's what I grew up saying. It's giving me chicken skin, but I know none of you probably all don't know what that means, so I just say goosebumps because I know that's what you know. But where am I? Whoa, I only just removed the crown. My head hurts. I love Terra. Some people don't like her, but I like Terra as a main protagonist. Chicken skin, yeah, because it kind of looks the same. You know when you look at chicken skin, it has all those bumps on it. That's why we call it chicken skin here. Easy, this is a slave crown. The others had complete control over you while you were wearing it. I think it's kind of the same idea as Goosebumps. I can't remember a thing. Don't worry, it'll all come back to you. In time, that is. Terra is amazing. My friends kept wanting me to name her Tina because that's her name in Japanese, but I will always know her as Terra. Always will know her as Terra. A mysterious young woman controlled by the Empire and born with a gift of magic. I'm gonna keep all the default names. My name is Terra. Impressive. I've never heard of anyone recovering this fast. This music, it's so good. Oof, oof, oof. Open up. Give us back the girl and the Empire's Magitech armor. Those look like Narsh guards. Open this girl. Open this girl. Open this door. We want that girl. She's an officer of the Empire. This game does deserve a remake. I would have been more excited about this being remade than even Final Fantasy VII's remake. Empire Magitech armor. Look, I have to get you out of here. I don't have time to explain. Over here. Let's go. Time to run away extremely slowly. She's up there. I'm always impressed by the sprite work in this game. It's so nice. Oh, that's right, Toad. You're like a big Final Fantasy fan, right? I should ask you what your favorite... I'll ask all of you, actually. What are your favorite Final Fantasy games? I wonder... I have a hard time saying 6 is my absolute favorite because I like so many of them. But, excuse me, I had cabbage soup for lunch, so it's making me gassy. But yeah, it's really high up there. The 4 in a row, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are probably my favorites, but the ranking depends on me. It depends on my feelings that day. Really like 6, didn't play it until late. 8 was your favorite? 8 is probably one of my favorites too. Toad, yours is 4, 6, and 9. Oh, those are good. I have not played 4 yet. I need to force myself to play it at some point. Rather than coming back to all the old ones and playing them over and over again. I think, Nim, you played through them all, right? Starting from 1? I've heard 4 is good. I do want to play it at some point. I just have a bad habit of going back and playing all the other ones again. You've played through most of them too? I think I've played, well, I've played parts of 5. I haven't finished 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I finished. 12 I can't finish. I don't know why. I just can't get wrap my head around 12 for some reason. I finished 13. I finished 15. As far as spin-offs and things, I finished 10-2. I finished Tactics 1, Advance, and Advance 2. What other Final Fantasies? I finished World of Final Fantasy. Oh, 5. 5 is pretty good. I just never finished it though. It's kind of a hard game, 5. I just remember having to grind a lot. My sweet little magic user. With this slave crown, I'll practically own you. I love Kefka. He's terrific. So evil. And that clown aesthetic. Are you on the finale of World of Final Fantasy? I really enjoyed that game. It's so cute. Firebeam. I mean, now that I think about it, she's using her armor to destroy these troops, so that's not that crazy, right? Didn't they? Good, burn up everything. He's destroying his own troops. It's crazy. Oh, there's Celeste. You don't even know who she is in this scene, that's right. We stand on the brink of a major breakthrough. In the days to come, we'll witness a total revival of magic. It is our destiny, and ours alone, to take this mystic force and claim what is rightfully ours. Gestalt. With our newfound power, nothing can stand in our way. Long live Emperor Gestalt. He looks like a dog. I always thought he looked like a dog, with a dog snout and ears, with his mustache. I eventually want to play 4 and 5 all the way through, but I don't know if I ever want to play 1, 2, or 3, to be honest. Took you long enough. How goes the robbing and plundering trade? Locke, he's so crazy. Treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler searching the world over for relics of the past. He does have a cool theme song though. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Ha, semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference. Not really, dude. 3 was really hard. I heard 3 was really difficult to get through, mechanically. Anyway, were you the one who sent for me? Yeah, there's a girl I'd like you to meet. This better not have anything to do with that Magitech riding Imperial witch. Hi, Gab. Oh, thank you for the birthday wishes. Welcome in. Happy Sunday. Imperial troops are pursuing her even as we speak. This town is no match for the Empire. Our independence can only be assured if we join forces with the Returners, an underground resistance movement. The girl wasn't responsible for her actions. We must get her to understand our dilemma. Alright, I think we'd better help her. Easy to change her mind, isn't it? Make your way first to Figaro and talk to the king. I did not dress up, no, but we ate lots of good food, so I think that's worth it. We had squid ink pasta with salmon and shrimp, so that was black and orange, and then we also had fudge with chocolate chips and butterscotch chips, so it looked orange and black too, so good stuff. Now we gotcha. Wonderful, there's a whole bunch of them. Kupo! Thank you, Toad! I am 37 years young today, if y'all can believe that. Muggles, are you saying you want to help me? Kupo, Kupo? Kupo, Kupo! They're like Pokemon. Use us to save Terra from the guards. Need more information? Nah, I got it. I gotcha. Who is Locke in the party? No. Okay. This one... This one Mog? Yeah, that's Mog. My favorite this is one of my favorites. I was just telling chat, I'm not sure which one is my favorite. My top 4 are definitely 6, 7, 8, and 9. I have a hard time picking between all of those. But this is definitely high up on the list, for sure. Always. I think I could get Mog to learn his dance here, right? Oh, 9 is your first? 6 is my first. I think that's why this one is my... It's really near and dear to me, because it was my first Final Fantasy. 10 was your first? Wow, I feel old, guys. That's crazy. This one, I only got introduced to Final Fantasy though because of, honestly, Breath of Fire was my first RPG, and after that, like, I think I want to use Locke. Oh no, you stay there. After that, I just went on the search of RPGs, and that's how I found this one. The themes presented... 9's story is really deep. The characters are so... A lot of them are pretty tragic. This is the one with Kefka, yes, the crazy clown. Yuna and Lulu, yes. I love those two. Let's go. Go, Mog, dance. The mad clown, yes. Yeah, Kefka is crazy. I think that's why I like him. He's one of the few villains that are just completely and utterly evil. Ah, you killed my Moogle. And for no good reason, too. He's just crazy. He just murders people without a second thought. Makes you even more afraid of clowns, you know? As if we have need more reasons to be afraid of clowns. His laugh, yes. His little 16-bit laugh, I love it. Thanks, Moogles, we're in your debt. His theme is good too, yes. I'm glad to have some Final Fantasy fans in the room today. Yeah, his musical theme is good. Well, the movie It doesn't really help that. I think this switch will. Yay. Yeah, you back with us now? You saved me? Save your thanks for the moguls. Ugh, I can't remember anything past or present. You have amnesia. A man said my memory would come back. Give it time. You're safe with me. I give you my word. I won't leave you until your memory returns. By the way, the secret entrance might be useful someday. Don't forget about it. Hint, hint. Okay, let's go in here. I don't like clowns myself, Toad. You're scary. I know this game inside and out, so I don't need to talk to all the teachers, but I want to grab the items at least. This is a monster, right? Let's fight it. Some money. I like how they call it GP in this game. I'm so used to it being called Gil. Tincture. Save point. What does a Gil look like anyways? Went back to play 9 during some of the darkest times in your life. Oh, that's nice, Toad. I always like to hear how video games can help people get through things, because they certainly help get me through my worst times of my life too, so there's so much value in them. And how awesome is it that you get to participate in a story like this one and save the world, literally, you know? It's really cool. Sorry dudes, move. Don't block the door, please. Thank you. Okay. Now if y'all will bear with me, I normally try to grind up a few levels right now before I go into the castle, so let's just spend some time on this very cool world map. I always thought back in the day it looked so good. It's Super Nintendo showing off its Mode 7 chip or something. I'm not an expert in that, but I think that's what it is. The thing that makes it look like this. Like the illusion of 3D. I guess I should ask, what do y'all think of the Final Fantasy 16 stuff we've seen so far? What are your thoughts on like the world and the characters and the themes that we've seen? I'd like to hear some thoughts, if you have any. You're excited? I am excited too. I did see lots of familiar themes, you know, crystals, summons, political intrigue. Yeah, it does look like I think that's probably true, Toad. It looks very mature. Which is interesting, you know, coming off of Final Fantasy VII, especially the way they did the remake. It has some mature themes, but overall it's very light and playful. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they're gonna go like the gritty route for FF16. Dark and gritty kind of thing. I mean, that'll be interesting, I guess. I don't think there's ever been a Final Fantasy that's been super like mature themed. You want the crystals to play a role again? I mean, that's really cool. I think the crystals have been always a theme for a lot of games. You know, somewhere in the game there's crystals. But we'll see. You know, I'm hoping that they use the familiar themes, but they also, what am I looking at? But they also freshen it up a bit. You know, breathe some new life into it. Because honestly, even though 7 is not always my favorite one, the way they did the 7 remake was so refreshing. Granted, it felt like a Kingdom Hearts game at times, but it was pretty cool. I like the way that they did everything. Yay. I just want to get up a couple more levels. I don't want like to fall behind level-wise in this game, because it can get a little difficult. You know, speaking of Final Fantasy crystals, I didn't pick up the my chairs. Hold on, gotta scooch my little stool over. There we go. I didn't pick up the Crystal Chronicles remake. I kind of wanted to, but at the same time, people have like completely stopped talking about it, so I'm not sure if I'm going to. Or remaster, I guess I should say. It's not really a remake. What's Terra's level? 6. Yeah, we should be good. Let's go. You just got told you resemble a pug? When you got booped on the snoot. Pugs are cute. Pugs are adorable. Ah, Figaro Castle. Can I grab anything in here? Yeah, there's some chests, right? Does he have some? Oh wait, I should wait for the king. Look at the detail in this castle. I love it. I love it. Phoenix Down. I like how they spelled Phoenix a weird way in this game. This guy is such a creep. You mean this young woman? He just like full on checks her out. Who do you think you are? Oh, sorry. How rude of me to turn my back to a lady. The young king of Figaro Castle, allied to the Empire and a master designer of machinery. Edgar. He's one of my favorite characters because his special ability is just broken. I'm Edgar, king of Figaro. Surprised someone like me knows a king? Talk to you later. So, you're an Imperial soldier. No problem. Figaro and the Empire allies. Please, relax while you're here. It's not in my blood to harm a lady. Look, why are you helping me? Is it because of my abilities? I'll give you 3 reasons. First of all, your beauty has captivated me. Second, I'm dying to know if I'm your type. What a creep. I guess your abilities would be a distant third. Why would you even say that? What's with you anyway? I guess my technique's getting a bit rusty. I suppose a normal girl would have found him dashing, but I'm hardly normal. Maybe. He is kind of a jerk. Okay, so... I think this is where I'm supposed to. Look at the chocobos! They're so cute in this game. Hi. I'm gonna just assume that I'm petting his beak right now. Look how cute he is! They don't play such a big role in this game though, sadly. Edgar has a twin brother. He was such a nice boy. Brother, what's wrong with father? What's all this talk of his successor? Are you blind? Look how thin his face has become. What is it? Brother? It's dying. Tears. Some of the localization is a little awkward, but I that's why I like it, I think. Edgar's twin brother, who traded the throne for his own freedom. Sabin? I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, but I've always said Sabin. Yes, his name is Sabin, and he looked like he looked so like his father. When he ran away, he was a sweet little child. I wonder what he's like now. He's a literal bear now. Okay. Sabin? Yeah. I think my brain always wants me to pronounce it like how Japanese would pronounce it, but that's not necessarily always how it's going to be. Because in Japanese it would be Sabin, but Sabin. Sabin and Edgar. Although I think growing up I used to call him Edgar. I have to go back to him now, right? But now I know it's Edgar. But he was Edgar growing up. And I also used to pronounce Celeste Celes growing up as a little kid. Celes and Edgar. But now that I'm older, I know better. The whole business of the succession was so repugnant to Sabin, the king's brother, that he fled the castle forever. The succession was settled with a coin toss. Well, how do you like my castle? King Edgar, someone from the Empire to see you. Ugh, probably Kefka. I love this music. Phooey. Phooey. I'm pretty sure that's not what he said. Emperor Gestal's stupid orders. Edgar, you pinhead. Why do you have to live in the middle of nowhere? These recon jobs are the pits. Ugh, there's sand on my boots. Yes, sir. All set, sir. That laugh. Idiots. That's arguably the worst way to settle a succession? Yeah, it totally is. Sir Kefka, what on earth do... Out of my way. I thought we were allies. What are you doing in my domain? We've been busy down south, looking for more cities to destroy. That's for us to know. What brings Kefka, humble servant of Emperor Gestal, into our lowly presence? A girl of no importance recently escaped from us. We heard she found refuge here. This wouldn't have anything to do with this witch everyone's been whispering about, would it? Lies. She merely stole something of minor value. Is she here? Then that's a tough one. You see, there are more girls than grains of sand out there. I can't keep track of them all. I'd hate to be you if we found out you're lying. I truly hope nothing happens to your precious Figaro. That sounded like a threat. I'd say that guy's missing a few buttons. Where's Terra? Take her to her room. I'd love to chat with you, but the Chancellor and I must plan our strategy. Sometimes I hate being a king, if you'll excuse me. Follow me? Haha, block your way. I really recommend, if some of you have not played 6 yet, please play this game. It is so good. You will grow to love all the characters in it. Don't you worry about a thing, You're Locke, right? Edgar told me about you. Is it true you're a thief? That's Treasure Hunter. On the surface, Edgar pretends to support the Empire. The truth is, he's collaborating with the Returners, an organization opposed to the Empire. I'm his contact with that group. The old man you met in Narshe is one of us. Empire? But I'm a soldier of the Empire. That's not true. They were using you. Things are different now. I don't understand. What should I do? I can't tell you what to do. You don't have to decide right now. You'll soon find your way. But how will I know which way is right? Poor Terra. She has such an interesting story. What the? I'm not quite sure how a stone castle is burning, but we won't question that. What's happening? Unless they use oil. Or magic. It's the Empire, it's Kefka. What are you doing? Bring me the girl now. I don't know what you're talking about. Then welcome to my barbecue. Get ready. Yes, sir. This part is so cool. I was not expecting this as a kid. Changed your mind? I guess I have no choice. Or maybe I do. Chocobos! Ah, shameful that a king should flee, leaving his people behind. How utterly delightful. Jump! Okay, dive now. Yahoo! What a cool idea. A castle that can bury itself under the ground. And move. Go, get them. It is a nifty idea, right? I don't know if I've seen any other castles in any other games that can do that. Little kick. Ouch. Okay, we gotta do this so that they freak out. Edgar, what's the matter? You look positively spooked. Did you just see what I saw? Yeah, this kid seems loaded for bear. She's amazing. That was magic. M-A-G-I-C. Magic? She used magic? How damaging a kick from a Magitech suit would be? Yeah. It didn't seem to hurt very much, though. I guess these guys are pretty hardcore. Terra, where on earth did you learn that? Sorry, I just kicked him over. Look, I didn't mean to make such a big deal of this. Me either, it's just that I've never actually seen magic before. Where did you... Edgar, Terra can use magic and we can't. That's the only difference between us. The fact is, we could use her help. Thank you, Luck. Thank you, Edgar. Wink. These armors look so cool though. Look at those sprites. They did such a good job on the sprites in this game. Ouch. Right in the face. Edgar's tools are just like ridiculously powerful. Bravo, Figaro. Bye, bitch. Son of a submariner, you'll pay for this. This is great. Elias, welcome. Thank you for the birthday wishes. How are you doing tonight? Was that a bad person? I'm scared. Tara, there's someone I'd like you to meet. We're members of the Returners. Our mentor, Bannon, would certainly like to meet you. Magic is going to be the key to winning this war. Magic. How are you doing, Elias? It's like past midnight for you, isn't it? Tara has magical powers. That Esper seemed to react to her. Can there be some connection? I haven't the foggiest. It just seems natural to me that I have the use of this power. But no human is born with the powers you seem to have, and... Oh, come on, Edgar. That was rude. I apologize. What should I do? I'm sure the Empire is going to come after you. If they get their hands on you again, the world's finished. Tara, you want to understand your own powers, right? Then I think we need to consult with Bannon. Started using tooth string or whatever it's called. It's painful. Oh no. Tooth string? Floss? Please. Okay, to the south there's a cave that leads to South Figaro. Let's go. Chocobo! Bye, birdie. Thanks for the lift. Just waddled in to say happy birthday. Oh my gosh, Penguin, thank you. How are you doing today? Which gift did I get? I think I grabbed the 30 iron, which is actually good. I needed that. Thank you, Elias. King Edgar, where are you headed? Through the cave and eastward to South Figaro. Return to the castle and tell the others we're safe. Doing okay? It's a Sims kind of day? Oh. Final Fantasies, well, I guess we didn't just start. Goodness, it's been an hour already. But it's been good. I hope you're doing well too. I always love to see you in here, Penguin. Return to the castle and tell the others we're safe. Yes, sir. Take care. So I think, honestly, I think most of you know each other, but I think every one of you that are chatting right now, you're all streamers, so please check each other out. Toad, Penguin, Elias, and Nim all stream, so shout out to all of you. Seriously, with Edgar around, we don't need to do anything. Oh, is the castle back? Can I go back to the castle? Or is it, like, completely submerged? Oh, this music. I love it. Streaming tomorrow evening? I will catch you, Toad, because I am off the whole week, so if any of you are going to stream this week, I will do my best to be in. Thanks for the lurk, Penguin. Well, you do stream though, Elias. I just wish I could catch you, because our times are so off from each other. I will make it one day though. Oh no, it's still under the ground. I remember you can buy the tools from the shopkeepers for a discount if Edgar's in your party. But honestly, you just need the auto crossbow. This thing is awesome. It's a free multi-hit crazy attack. Yay. It's so easy with Edgar around for now. Free healing, yay. Look at the little turtle, he's so cute. It's probably gonna take me a long time, but I'm planning to stream this game all the way through. It's gonna take a while, and it's many streams, but I'm going to do it. But I'll probably break it up with other games, so. Mushrooms, you need them for your island scenery? Mushrooms? What kind of mushrooms? There's mushrooms? I got distracted. I have no idea what those one-eyed things are supposed to be, but they're really weird. Blearies. Oh, mushrooms grow on your island? Oh, I have to go check it out. I was really bad, Elias. I didn't even participate in my own Halloween event on my island. I participated in Nims. I gave all of her villagers candy, and then I didn't give any of my villagers any candy. They're probably mad at me. Like, how dare you spend all your time and all your candy on another island and not save any for us? They're all gonna move out. I'm so neglectful of my island, my villagers. Poor guys. Pumpkins are so— oh, are they good, buddy? I didn't realize that, Elias. Although I'm not like a millionaire like you are, so I don't know all the secrets to wealth in Animal Crossing because I don't like to play the stock market. It's too stressful for me. Hey, Tamara, thank you for the follow. Need to get up at 5:30. Okay, thanks for stopping in, Elias. I appreciate it. Have a good rest. Enjoy your Monday. So my follow notifications are still working, but I gotta fix my bits notifications. Those aren't working properly. I don't know why. If you had bells in real life, you would give me a birthday present? Aw, thanks, Elias. You don't need to. I appreciate you being a friend. That's all I need. There's no boss here right now, right? I don't think there is. No, yeah. That's later. Oh, save again. Yeah, I think my games for now, for streams, and I'm probably going to stream more often than usual this week, just because I'm off, I might as well, right? I'm probably going to stream— crap. I'm probably going to stream this and finish up Grim Legends as well. And I'm going to try to stream at more earlier times in the day, so they won't be super late, since I'm off. Oh, you saw their gifts? Yes. The stickers are super cute. I have them right here. I don't know if you can see them in my small window, but look how cute they are! My favorite is KK. with his little Hakule. It's so cute. I love them. My favorite is that I have to wear this out somewhere, the Mario mask. I don't know if you can see it, but this is the same mask Spoonie was wearing when he was giving out the trick-or-treating candy. Mario mustache. This is such a cute idea. Almost every game you've played on stream you've never seen. Yeah, I am playing a lot of old games, Elias. The mask is amazing. Yeah, Namira made this. So Spoonie, her fiance, was dressed up as Mario handing out candy for Halloween yesterday, and he was wearing a mask like this. And that's so perfect, right? You can look like Mario, but still have a mask on for safety. That's an awesome idea. Oh, there's items hidden in the barrels, I forgot. I better make sure I find them all. Chocobo! I wish they played a bigger part in this game, but I almost never rent chocobos. See if I can remember where all the hidden stuff is. Beyond Mount Colt, you'll find the Sabo mountain range. Excuse me. Please don't stand in my way. Yeah, the mask is great. I love it. Super creative. This music. Bye, Elias. Good night. I'll see you during the week, I'm sure. At the very least, you could give me a response. Stand back. He seems vaguely familiar. Wait a minute. This guy is so cool. He doesn't play a big enough part, but he's cool. He owes allegiance to no one, and will do anything for money. He comes and goes like the wind. Shadow. Oh no, your app's been frozen. Is my stream okay? Is my stream making you freeze, Nim? I guess I should ask, is it freezing for anyone else? That's Shadow. He'd slit his mama's throat for a nickel. Better steer clear of him, I guess. And his dog. Leave us. The dog eats strangers. I think the proper word there would have been bites strangers, but you know. It's okay. We'll leave the charming localization as it is. Out of the way. I gotta get this cider over to the old man. That's my job. Oh, you guys are having internet issues? Boo. I feel like you guys have been having internet issues for a while. You should like go bitch out your cable company. Be like, what the heck are you guys doing? Or is it weather related? Oh, this guy's sleeping in the bed. The Empire attacked Figaro Castle. Now we'll all be drawn into the battle. This music is so peaceful. Look at all the details, like the textures on the wall here and the little lanterns. Everything about this game makes me happy. Sent you a new modem. Maybe you're in a bad spot. That's kind of annoying. Equip relics to gain a variety of abilities. These double my walking speed. So corny. Relics give your party members a variety of abilities. For example, sprint shoes double your speed. True Knight lets you shield others during battle. Dragon Boots adds the jump command to your battle list. Gauntlet allows you to hold a sword with both hands. Thank you. Thank you, Mog. I have lots of money, but I'm gonna save it for equipment first, and then I'll come back here. Oh, there goes the cider dude. Green cherry. Oh, this house has lots of secrets. I'm gonna go in here. Not this room. attack from the east, that way. Hey, what do you think you're doing, barging in here while I'm trying to write a letter? Humph. Sorry, even a millionaire can be startled. Yeah. Okay, and if I remember correctly, there is a little secret right here. Yes. Basement 2. Hyper wrist. And running shoes, I'm going to give those to Edgar so he can use his tools more often. What does this do? Increases vigor. Let's give that to him. He can have the hyper wrist. I didn't know about this secret room for the longest time. It's so cool that it's there, though. Save point in here, right? Oops. I think there's some money here, right? Yes, 500 gold. 1,000 gold. 1,500 gold. Yay, money. Yeah, Nim, I don't know if you were frozen while I was talking about it, but I was showing off your Mario mask again. It's so cute. Okay, now that I got these cool things, the most important thing about finding a new town is going to the shops. Let's go check out the shops. It's so weird that I don't have to wear my glasses when I'm sitting at my computer. I have to definitely wear them though when I'm streaming console because, yeah, I can't see far away. Yeah, it's really cool. It's awesome. Oh yeah, this is the secret path, right? Can I go this way? Oh, I can. Oh, thanks, Nim. Yeah, it's really... It looked really good on Spoonie. Perfect for his little costume. I can't believe you guys are giving out full candy bars and Lego sets. You guys are like the coolest house in the neighborhood, I think. I'm sure all the kids are so excited. I have never gone to a... Well, I didn't trick-or-treat all that much as a kid, honestly. My mom wasn't really into it, so we didn't do it much. I think I maybe did it once or twice. And that's it. There's nothing else in here that I can get, right? He's determined to be the coolest house. Well, I think you guys succeeded, for sure. I'm sure all the kids loved you. Right? I would have been so happy with the full-size candy bar and a Lego set as an adult. I'd be like, oh my god, thank you. And Legos aren't cheap either. I'd just be like so happy to get that. Is there anything here? Just a save point, right? So today's daylight savings time ended for y'all, right? So I know for you it's basically the same time, you just have to set your clock. But for me, I have to remember now that my friends are... The times for you, like the times for me are different now because my time didn't change at all. So Nim, now I know when you stream at your regular time, I have to remember that it's now 2 o'clock my time instead of 1 o'clock. So it's kind of weird for me. Because you're streaming at the same time in your time zone, but for me it's now 1 hour later. So it's kind of strange. Laughing your head off with the animal crate. You were very amused by everything last night, Nim, and that was really cute. But that made it enjoyable. And it's cute because in the Discord I could hear I could hear the kids, Sweeney talking to the kids and how excited they were. It's kind of awesome. And he sounds so he sounds so good. Yeah, I started at 4. Okay, good. So I got that right. Yeah. So it's kind of weird for us here because when I talk to people on the mainland, I have to remember, okay, the time is different now. For me, it's different. It's really strange. Dude, get out of my way. I think there's one more item hidden over here. Yeah, so, and for you right now, Nim, it's 5? It's just after 5? If I'm not mistaken. It's so weird. I think that's the one thing I have to get used to for daylight savings time, because I have to remember that everyone else's times are different for me now, like when you guys are doing stuff. So, and my times too, when I tweet them out here, are different for you as well. It seems like I'm starting earlier, but I'm not really. It's just that our time zones are weird. So, yeah, so you guys are only 4 hours ahead now. That's right. It's so strange. But I guess that's good, because now my streams are slightly earlier for you all, which may be good or bad. I don't know. But... Ooh, new things. It's funny, Edgar doesn't even really need weapons, because I almost never attack with him, but... I will buy weapons for him, because... just to get him better equipped. I basically just use... his tools all the time on me. There's no reason not to. Armor, though, is important. Let's see. Heavy shields for everyone. Cotton robe, kung fu suit, and plume hats. I should be able to just optimize here. Yeah, there we go. Yay, new stuff. Love Celeste when you played this game. Yeah, she's awesome. She's one of my favorite characters for sure. I love using her. She's just a really cool character. There's something else I need to do here, right? I think I'm good now. Oh, relics. Let's see if there's any relics I want. I guess I should buy sprint shoes. Do I need any of these things? True Knight. Protects against dark and petrify. I should probably buy one of these. Petrify is no fun. Let's probably put that on her. Here, I'll give her all the status protection. Lot can have the sprint shoes. Yay, we can run now. I think in later games, though, they made the sprint shoes obsolete, like the other ports, because you can hold down a button to sprint instead. It's a house. What's that smell? Flowers, his favorite. Sabin has favorite flowers, that's actually pretty cute. And this, his favorite tea. I know some guys that are just adamantly not wanting to pick what their favorite flower is or that they even like flowers, but I love flowers. These dishes, they were his favorite. Can I sleep here? I can. Yeah, free in. Although I don't know if I could say what my favorite flower is. There's so many beautiful flowers here in Hawaii, so it's hard to pick one. Sabin? He was here? There's a dude. What the? You don't have a favorite, but you enjoy them? Yeah, I love flowers. They're so pretty. I don't like receiving flowers because to me I think that's kind of a waste, and I'd rather keep the flowers on the plant where they belong, but it's nice to get them, but I'm not a person who's like, I love getting a bouquet of flowers. You know this guy? Of course, he left a couple of days ago after he heard Master Duncan was slain. He headed into the mountains. I heard Duncan's son Vargas is missing as well. I have a bad feeling about this. You love flowers? If they were potted flowers, that's fine. Yes, you guys need to come visit Hawaii sometime, Nim. It would be so fun. We would show you all the coolest places. And hopefully the pandemic will be over by then. Mount Colts, here we go. I think it's just cool because we have lots of flowers here that are very tropical and they're not necessarily in other places, so it's pretty cool. I forgot, when you're sprinting around you run into encounters more frequently. It's kind of annoying. Although it's okay, I kind of need to make sure I'm leveling up and stuff, getting money. Chest up there. It's this way. Does this lead to the chest? I think it does. Ow, stop picking on her. The corpse flower does you. Aw. Oh yeah, you missed out on that. That's crazy that it's only alive for 1 day. I guess it has to do what it needs to do in that short period of time. Yeah, I think it literally smells... Well, I can think because what it's trying to do is attract flies, right? So it does smell like something dead. I've never smelled one myself, but I assume it's pretty terrible. But it looks so cool. It even kind of looks like a corpse. It's crazy how plants adapt as they need to. Oh, thanks for coming in, Jeremiah. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, your internet doesn't like Twitch either, huh? Nim's having a hard time with her internet today, too. Why does internet have to be so rude? Oh yeah, that's a good weapon for Locke. I think especially now, in this situation we're in, internet is so important. Like, it can't be cutting out. It's not allowed. Internet usually hates Twitch. It could be, although I use Chrome exclusively on my computer, so I don't know. But it could be. I refuse to use Internet Explorer. Or whatever they call it now, I don't even know. Oh, tent. Tents are good. This is such a cool looking mountain. The sprint shoes is making me have trouble walking. It's not my fault. Gore. Ouchies. Ooh. That was a strong hit. I better heal after this. I think that was a counter attack. I'll just let Edgar take care of it. There we go. Those freaking mammoths are kind of scary. Just use Terra's cure abilities before I go through my items. Shadow. How are you guys doing today, Jeremiah? Besides internet being annoying. Well, I think Twitch viewing too, it does take a lot of download speed, so and a lot of bandwidth. And if other people in your house are interneting right now, yeah, it's a battle. Save points. I guess I should use that tent I found. Should have bought more tents. I forgot. Oh, I forgot that everybody's tent is different based on who the character in the front is. That's really cool. Ah, poison. I'm pretty sure status effects persist in this game. Yep, they do. Luckily I have Terra. You never realized about the tent? Yeah, I forgot about that. Depending on who's in the front, the tent looks different, so it's pretty cool. Such a nice little detail. Man, can you guys stop poisoning Locke, please? That's so rude. Oh, wrong spell. Jeez, a lot of enemies. Okay, wait, let's be patient here. I don't want to get counterattacked by that mammoth. Dang it! Freaking poison. I should actually be stealing items with Locke too. Just to build up my inventory. And start hoarding things like I always do in RPGs. I should have bought an extra star pendant for him. They're picking on him. Dang it. I wonder if I should put Terra at the front so she doesn't get... she can avoid the poison. Stop making me have to use my magic. So many enemies. I picked the wrong dude. Oh. Oh, thank goodness. I thought I messed that up. Sabin sent you, right? No. Who are you? Sabin, is he here? You were shadowing us earlier, right? Brilliant. And how unlucky it is that you have run into me. Actually, you ran into me, so... He has bears! Ipu? What, Bloodstain penalizes you for hoarding items? Oh no. That's not good for me. I gotta play Bloodstain at some point. If you keep a bunch of crystal shards, her body crystallizes? That's not fun. I can't remember if I asked chat this before, but I am thinking about, especially since you gave me that gift card, Nim, of picking up Bloodstain finally, but I'm not sure if the Switch version is okay now, if it's stable. I know it had a lot of problems at first. If it's a bad effect or just visual. If it's just visual, I wouldn't mind, but... It's just like Symphony of the Night. I love Symphony of the Night. Enough. Off with you now. Give it up, Vargas. Is that you, Sabin? I love how he's like a huge battle sprite and we're just tiny still. Yeah, I wouldn't mind playing another Castlevania game. Having a fine time with it, but Sweeney said the frame rate is bad? Because I could get it on, well, I could get it on so many ways, right? I could buy it on Steam, right? I could buy it on my PS4, or I could buy it on the Switch. I'm not sure. Sweeney said, oh no. I don't know. It must be the way that I play because all the Joy-Cons I have drift. So, it's kind of annoying. Fool, he made the mistake of choosing you as a successor. He snubbed me, his only son. No, you were the one he chose. You're a liar. Our master wanted you to be his successor, not me. He appreciated your fine spirit. You're playing it on Switch? Okay. I guess I'll have to think about it, I don't know. Enough of your lies. Now have a taste of my superior technique. Mortal attack, a blizzard fist. Sounds like an anime move. Ah, Sabin, the master taught you well. I guess there's no avoiding this. Fate made us train together, and fate will send you to your doom. So, dramatic. Oh crap, did that wrong. Hopefully this controller doesn't like mess me up with this. Uh-oh. Crap. Okay, this should work. There we go! There can be up to 3 per game. Oh. Interesting. I guess that makes it even more interesting. Sabin! Hide and seek? Oh. Big brother? The brothers are reunited. Younger brother? At first glance I thought he was some bodybuilder who had strayed from his gym. Bodybuilder? I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, brother, what are you doing here? We're on the way to the Sable Mountains. To the Returner hideout, no doubt? I've been watching from afar, hoping that the world might regain some sanity. At this rate, Figaro will be reduced to a puppet state. Our time to strike back has arrived. The Empire is going to pay for what it's done. Think a bear like me could help you in your fight? You'd join us? Sabin. I think Duncan would rest easier if he knew his disciple played a part in bringing peace to the world. Let's get going. Yay, new party member. My mouse was on the screen. Receive tent. So what I'm doing actually is I'm using the keyboard to input his blitz commands because I have it set so that the keyboard is also working. So that should work. Hopefully. It should, right? I mean, I did it once. It should work. Yeah. You know, I will look into Among Us, I think. It looks pretty awesome. I wouldn't mind trying Fall Guys too, but I think I'd be really bad at Fall Guys. It looks very stressful. Yeah, I have to. I guess for some reason I mean, the controller works for basic inputs, but I think the way that Blitz works, it's very precise, so... Fall Guys is hard. It looks really hard. I've seen so many people stream it and it looks so stressful. Especially towards the end, when you're like competing for the win. I'm pretty sure I would just fall off because I'm stressing out too much. Fun, but it's difficult. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna try it, but I'll definitely try Among Us one day. It'll be cool. What was I gonna do? I just had a total brain fart. Oh yeah, I don't think you joined yet, Gab, but we do have a Discord. It's not super active, but Toad and everybody else is in there, so if you want to check it out, here's the information. King Edgar, this way, please. Although I think my Streamlabs has been spamming my Discord as well. Any items here? Green cherry. Sprint shoes. Oh, tents. Oh, they're 1,200 gold a piece? Maybe not. Maybe some potions just to be safe. Tents are expensive. Never mind. Why can't they just keep reusing the same tent? It's funny that it would be only good for one use. I think, is there anything else I can get here? Chest. Phoenix down. Oh, thanks, Gab. Welcome. Bannon, we brought the girl with us. Is she the girl who can talk to Espers? Espers? It seemed the Empire had complete control over her. Carrier pigeons brought word that she wiped out 50 of the Empire's best soldiers in a few minutes. That's a lie. Terra, Bannon, she doesn't remember anything. Stay where you are. Perhaps you've heard of this story. Once when people were pure and innocent, there was a box they were told never to open. But one man went and opened it anyway. He unleashed all the evils of the world. Envy, greed, pride, violence, wrath, control. All that was left in the box was a single ray of light, hope. We now confront those evils. And you are that last ray of light, our only hope. Bannon! That is a lot to put on someone, isn't it? I'm so tired, let me rest a while. Especially on someone who doesn't remember who she is or knows why she has her power. Someone important to me was jailed by the Empire. I've hated the Empire ever since. I joined the Returners when I realized the Empire was rotten to the core. I wanted to make a difference. But I have no significant other in my life. That's not entirely true. Besides, I'm sure there are people who feel you're important to them. They're counting on you. And she just met all these people too, which is kind of crazy. It's like, dang, it's all these strangers I don't know who are like depending on me all of a sudden. The only thing I can add is that you can trust my brother. I can't talk today. Implicitly, he's always been fair with me. You can trust him, Terra. But don't you dare tell him I said that. Excuse me. There's people blocking my way. It's gonna be tough to talk you into helping us. If we push you too hard, we're no different than the Empire. So we want you to make up your own mind. So I know at this part you can get a better item if you refuse Bannon repeatedly outside, so that's what I'm gonna do. Can I get all the goodies in here now? I can, yay. Please join us in our battle. Air Lancet, Phoenix Down, True Knight, Antidote, Tincture. It's funny how Potion, High Potion, and Ether became like different things in this game. Or I guess they were translated into different things. Bannon, he went outside a moment ago. Smoke Break. Have you made a decision? Will you become our last ray of hope? No. Nope. I thought as much. It doesn't matter, it still turns out the same way exactly. Nope. You're sure about this? Hope. How can anyone put their hope in me? What's going on? What happened? Someone did a number on him. South Figaro. Empire took Figaro, coming this way. They found us. We haven't a moment to lose. Locke. I know. Someone has to sneak into South Figaro and slow the Empire down, right? That's right up your alley. Good luck. Terra, wait for me, please. And please, don't let a lecherous young king who shall remain nameless near you. Locke. Good for him. Big brother, aren't you ever gonna grow up? What are we gonna do? We'll escape down the Leet River and make our way to Narshe. I want to see that Esper for myself. Right, there's a raft by the back entrance. It's a gamble, but we're fresh out of options. You're in danger here. Come with us to Narshe. You'll probably even gain some understanding of your own abilities. We've no time to dilly-dally. Let's make for Narshe. Yeah, there we go. I understand your unease, but even as we speak, innocent lives are being lost. Please, we need your abilities. This relic will keep you safe. Genji Glove. Much better than the amulet. So, that's why I did it that way. In fact, let's give that to someone. Actually, Terra. Let's get rid of the Star Pendant and give that to someone else. Yes, now she has 2 weapons. I love that. Oh, did they give me back? Oh no. Here we go, this raft will take us to Narshe. And actually, what I'm going to do, because I'm going a little longer than normal today, I'm going to take a quick break. I need to stretch, use the restroom, and get some more water. We'll leave you here at this lovely little waterfall scene. I'll be back in a couple minutes. Alright everyone, I'm back. Thanks for waiting. I saw your chat down here. I do like this kind of sound. Like, I think rain is my favorite. Rainfall is very relaxing to me. Joey, hi, welcome. Oh my gosh, thank you for the birthday wishes. Are you at work? Head towards Narsh. Protect Bannon at all costs. If Bannon is put out of commission, your journey's over. Oh, you are. It's a late shift for you, huh? Thanks for coming in. Did you just start your shift? Oh, dang it. Roughly how far you got into FF6 when you played it? Oh. Oh, so you've never gone through the whole game, Joey? Although I don't think you're like a huge Final Fantasy person, right? Started with 7. Ah. Seven to 10, 13, and 15. Okay, well, you like a good amount of them. That's pretty good. Oh, whoops. How did I do that wrong? Six is one of my favorites. That's why I'm playing it today. And it properly reflects my age, so... Oops. Did I do it wrong again? What the heck? Just missed them. I know I'd like them if I went back. I've never actually played the first Final Fantasy. I'd like to try it one day, but it's probably pretty hard, right? I don't know why I keep flubbing these blitz commands. I know I'm doing them right. I'm doing them on my keyboard. You know what, Sabin? I'm just gonna attack with you, because it's just not working out for us. Random encounters are often, older RPGs tend to have lots of random encounters. Super Mario Sunshine. You know, I've never played Sunshine, Gab, and watching people play through it and rage about how bad it is, like in some areas, I'm just kind of like, I don't even know if I want to play that game. It doesn't seem like it's all that fun because there's so many frustrating parts. So maybe I'm okay with just not playing it. Are you playing it on the new collection, Gab? I have played Galaxy, yes. I love Galaxy. I played both Galaxies, 1 and 2. Never played Sunshine though, I just missed that one completely, so... Not intentionally either, I just didn't. So... I love Galaxy and I love Mario 64 a heck of a lot. But yeah, Sunshine just looks like it's really frustrating and weird glitchy parts that make it hard to play, so I don't know. Doesn't make me want to play it. Then play Galaxy after. Galaxy controls really well. It's just very different. So, but I like it. No, I don't feel like, because all the frustrations I'm hearing about Sunshine, I'm pretty sure they rectified all of that in Galaxy, because Galaxy controls really well. I remember that distinctly, that it plays really well, so I think you'll like that one. But yeah, from what I've seen, the controls for Sunshine are just really frustrating. So I don't know if I would want to ever play that one. Should just leave that. I never have the memory of it. Heavily geared towards Sunshine, yeah. Galaxy's good. Galaxy controls super well. It's just some getting used to because of the way it's like the stages are round. And if you get motion sickness, it might be a little tough. Because when you're running around, it literally spins. The camera spins, you know, as you're walking. So for me, it's fine. But I know some people don't like that. So what is it? Oh, it's my. All the cameos are awesome. I should play. Well, I don't have time to play that, honestly. I guess we thrashed it. Don't bet on it. It's probably just hiding from us. Ew! Something stuck to my leg. Tentacles. Terror over here. It's alright now. Watch out. I'm gonna hit it with a blitz. No, Sabin. Don't distract me, brother. He's always been a tad zealous. Sabin. Don't worry about him. Are you sure he's okay, Panin? You should know better than any of us. Any moment he'll flop right into the raft. Nope. What the? Seems a little too perky. Huh. Sabin. Sabin, take care of yourself. Bye. Launched off like Team Rocket. This part is so cool in the game where the party splits. Edgar and Terra race toward Narshe while protecting Banon. But what about Sabin, who was swallowed by the raging waters? And How is Locke faring after having penetrated the Empire's defenses in South Figaro? Is all going according to plan? Choose a scenario, Kupo. Okay, if I remember correctly, this is the one I need to do first. And then Sabins, and then Locks. Fleeing the Empire's troops, Bannon, Edgar, and Terra ride the rapids toward Narshe, but the going won't be easy. Well, we still have Edgar, so we're fine. I didn't mean to make him attack. Dang it. I just realized I should actually put Bannon in the back row. There's absolutely no reason to be standing in the front row. I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to do that though. Victory Fanfare is good, yes. This is the one that I'm very familiar with, so... it's the one that I know best. I love playing these classic games. It's funny because one of my followers who comes in, he's seen almost none of the games I've played so far on my channel, so he's learning a lot about what's out there. But he's very young, so... I honestly can't believe I'm 37 today. It's just mind-boggling. I can't believe it. 40's creeping up on me. It is, the big 4-0 is coming. And the crazy thing is, my first boss at my company, I think a few years after I started, she turned 40, and I remember that. But that was like 13 years ago. So it's crazy. And now I'm gonna turn 40 soon. Oh man. Time sure flies. Okay, so now I have to go... well, I can get the cure here. When Locke first helped me, he fiddled with something right around here. Knowing him, there's probably some secret switch in the wall. Yep. This is a pretty short scenario, I think. Because I just basically go back to... your little sister just turned 19. Was 19 when we met. Wow, that's crazy. Well, yeah, when I just met my my husband too, his niece was a baby, just still a baby, and she's already graduated from high school now. So it's like, wow, what the heck. But it's alright. Video games keep me young. Wait, where am I supposed to be going? This way, right? Oh, these are new enemies. Okay. The notion of doing what grown-ups do seems to die with our generation. Well, it's good because Being the version of grown-ups that like grown-ups used to want us to become is so boring. I would never want to be an adult like that. All work, no fun. No thank you. Goodness, what's that? I think this is a security checkpoint. If we follow the light exactly, we'll probably be okay. If we make a mistake, the light will surround us. To proceed safely, we must tag the glimmering light. Yeah. I've played this so much that I already remember this path. No worries, folks, we got this. The blood of my enemies? Well, I am a vampire, you know, so... It's kind of a it's kind of a requirement. Ouch. You could literally never be that person, right? Yeah. I think it's important to always remember what makes you happy and to continue to pursue that for your entire life. There's no reason not to. Moogles! So many Moogles. Kupo. Po. So many Moogles. They're having a little dance party in here. Yeah, I mean, it's true, Joey. If you do what other people say and you live a way that they want you to live, you're just gonna waste your entire life. Always stay focused on what you love and keep that up for the rest of your life. I think I'm almost done with this scenario, actually. It's not very long. I love Moogles too. They're so cute. The Moogle sprites in this game are adorable. The Moogles and the Chocobos are really cute. They're my favorite Final Fantasy mainstays. And Toneberries. I love Toneberries. Even though they're terrifying. Banon, King Edgar, and Terra. Arvis, what's happening here in Narshe? The town's neutral. I've tried to get the people to side with the returners, but... Anyway, why on earth have you come here? First, how are your people doing? They all went slightly berserk when the Esper was discovered. We believe this young woman is our only hope for reaching out to that Esper. My people are dying to know what the Esper looks like. Maybe Terra can help restore some order to our town? That Esper is either going to save us or dig us an early grave. Ooh. Choose a scenario, Kupo. Now for the longest scenario. Sabins. What dire fate has befallen Sabin, who fell from the raft after the fight with Ultros? We washed up here, that's what happened. Shadow. You on a journey? I got separated from my friends. Say, can you tell me how to get to Narshe? Imperial soldiers have built a base somewhere beyond the forest. Already? They seem to have their sights set on Doma Castle. So Doma's next, huh? I have to reach Narshe immediately. Your only hope is through Doma. I'll show you the way. Just know that it may take off at any time if I feel like it. Yes. The Reaper is always just a step behind me. I love Shadow's theme. Where's that bird? Come back. Oh yeah, this crazy guy. Hey. You the clockmaker? I've been waiting for ages. No, not the clockmaker. There it is on the wall. Ain't been ticking for 5 shucks, maybe even 10 years. Got it. Lawnmower repairman. They have lawnmowers. Couldn't provide worse service. Grass is 25 feet high out back. No more lip, repairman. Fix that stove on the double. Goodness. Then you must be. You're here to fix my bed. It's squeaking all like all get out. Oh, now he's gonna go back to his thing. Alright. This guy is actually important, but we don't know why for now. There you are. Who are you? Howdy, I own the dry goods business out here. You're not from these parts, huh? Well, no matter. See the wheel? Wheel, no matter. Let's see the goods. Oh. I have 1 plume tat, so let's just buy 1 more. Oh, sprint shoes. Let's get sprint shoes. And let's max out on Shuriken for Shadow. See you around. Yeah, plumed hat for Sabin, for Shadow. We're good. It sounds like it's raining. I'll have the curtains closed, but I would be ecstatic if it's raining outside. Sabin's scenario is so long, it's crazy. Supposed to rain tonight for you too? I like the rain. Well, yeah, I guess for you not at work, right? But I do enjoy the rain. Rain is so nice. Wait, what blitzes does Sabin have now? Oh, he has all of these now. Okay. I wonder if I can do this one without the controller freaking out on me. Nope. Terrace theme, yes. That's one of my favorites too. It's so good. It's too bad that it doesn't stick around for the second half of the game, but it's very good. Imperial Camp. This is where you get to see Kefka in action for the first time. This is an Imperial base, too many soldiers. Hey, have you heard? Oh, you mean... Shh, quiet down. If Kefka catches us, we're toast. If he drives General Leo out of our battalion, he'll probably become the next general. Don't make me laugh. If someone like him becomes a general, I'll go home. Shh, what if he hears you? You'll be jailed. Alright, alright. There he is. Uh-oh, here he comes. Back to the waiting zone. Hey you keeping a sharp lookout? Yes sir, you're Kefka, correct sir? How are you, sir? Please, save your petty small talk. Just do your job. Phew, someone's gotta put that guy away. I'd like to tell him to his face that he's no General Leo. Shh, do I always have to tell you to keep it down? You're hopeless. I hate that weirdo Kefka. I don't even think he's human, not like General Leo. Agreed. You two, we're about to storm Doma Castle. You will join the assault team. Attack! I have no idea what the soldiers are doing. They don't look like they're accomplishing anything. It's hopeless, we can't keep them out. So it's finally happening. A moment, sir. More theme music. Science is good too. Allow me the honor. Faithful retainer to his family's liege, with the courage and strength of 100 men. Cyan. If we can fail their commander, they'll surely give up. Let us give it a try. Sir Cyan, let their commander have it. Does he have everything? Oh, I probably could have bought him stuff too, but eh. I am Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma. I'm your worst nightmare. His ability is a little strange, but yeah. The other characters that have more straightforward techniques are better, I think. But he's still cool. Why are you nervous? You're nervous? Are you still playing Sunshine? That's probably why you're nervous. Yay, black belt. Is it the counterattack? The auto counterattack? The general's been defeated, run! Wall up in there, we can wait out our enemy. Oh, because Kefka's around? Yeah, Kefka's evil. Kefka's a jerk. This scene is pretty cool because it shows how much of a jerk he really is, and how evil he is. Ugh, the top one open. Kick it? Forget. I know I get to attract the dog. Dobermans. Sorry, doggos. Ow. Jeez. I wonder if the other attack will work better. Oh, that's just about as strong. Oh, he ran away. Yay, potion. Oh yeah, I have no other way to heal myself right now besides items. That's kind of annoying. Star Pendant. Guess I'll give it to Shadow. I don't want to give him the black belt. What's in here? Nothing. General Leo, the citizens of Doma seem to be playing a waiting game. So that's their strategy. General, we're ready to take the castle. Just give the order. Patience. If we attack now, we'll have to sacrifice too many lives. But General, I'm ready to lay my life down at any time for the Empire. You're from Aranda, right? Yes, sir. Why? And your family lives there? Fall in battle and have to deliver the bad news. What shall I say to them? You have a life to go back to someday. Don't throw it all away for nothing. Emperor Gestal wouldn't want that. Actually, you're probably wrong, but... Yes, sir. General Leo, I carry a pigeon from Emperor Gestal. What? The Emperor summons me. I must return immediately. I understand, sir. Right, I'll leave Doma in your hands. Yes, sir. Okay, just don't jump the gun, please. Sir, leave it to us, sir. So that's General Leo. He could be my friend if he weren't my enemy. Now that Leo's gone, I'll turn this water into a flowing river of poison. The Emperor has ordered me to return home. I don't want any trouble here. You loser. I'll take care of this. You loser. What are they, high school? I'll take care of the situation in no time. Don't be pompous, and don't forget that they are people just like you and me. We need not spare those lands that gave rise to the returners. Kefka does have a point. You just go and be a good little boy. Is the poison ready? But General Leo said, he's no longer here. I'm in charge now. Pour it. Some of our people are prisoners inside the castle. If we poison the river, do it. Take them all out. What a jerk. That's inhuman. Silence. Your history, bub. Kefka. It's funny that we're fighting him as a little sprite. Ouch! Kefka, wait! Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? Okay, wait, before I go chasing after him. Wait. I know there's stuff I can do here. Nothing there. I think there's like boxes I can open somewhere. Wait, come back. Is it up in this tent? Monster in a box. Yeah, there it is. Telstar. Oh, he blinded me. Rude. Ah, man. See if we got hit by all the status ailments. That's good. That might be fine though. Alarm's ringing. There we go. I don't think Berserk lasts after battle, so thank goodness. Yay. Oh, a green beret. I think that's actually good. Yeah, it is. I have some eye drops. I have one eye drops. Mithril glove. What is that? Is it a relic? Cast safe when HP is low. Raises defense. I'll take it. Haha, what a toad. A toad? Ouch. Kefka, wait. Same dialogue. Oh, need my water. I have to put my water far away. Okay. I don't want to knock it over again and spill it all over my stuff. Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? Huh? How long do you expect me to put up with you? Next time you're a goner. Oh, gripe. Hey, if you know what's good for you. He's just running away. Ooh, that's a lot of dudes. Okay. Let's get rid of the little guys first. Or, okay. Yeah, these guys aren't giving me any experience. That's kind of rude. Nothing can beat the music of hundreds of voices screaming in unison. Crazy. Sir Cyan. Right? Psycho. The Empire's base is bustling with activity. Something must be up. This part is actually kind of dark now that I think about it. Huh? The water looks odd. Yep, everyone's just dropping dead. I mean, it's a terrible way to do it, but, you know, Kefka got the job done here in a really horrible way. Sir Cyan, this is poison. What low-down contemptible. Guard our liege. To the king on the double. I can't sprint without sprint shoes, I'm sorry. Your Highness, fear not. Who's there? Cyan, Excellency. Indeed, my sight is going fast. I can't see a thing. Excellency, hang on. Cyan, you have defended the realm since my father's days. Thank you. It's over, our kingdom is through. The gag of the season. Not yet, Highness. I fear for your family. Ugh, chest is on fire. Save your strength, don't talk. Go, run to your family. Highness. That's some strong poison. Sir Cyan. There have to be some survivors in the castle. Let's split up. I don't think there's too many places I can actually go now, so let's just get this depressing part over with. Elaine, wake up. This can't be happening. Poor thing, these people. Oh wait, not you too. Son, you can't both leave me. Dear me. Impossible. Idiotic. We can't forgive this. The Empire must pay. Hey Toad, were you away for a little bit? I am Cyan, the retainer to King Doma. There was some drama. Oh, you finished them Among Us? Cool. The enemy, get ready everyone. Oh, be you friend or enemy? Ouch, didn't mean to step in there. I forgot about that. May I give you a hand? Thank you, whomever you are. Yeah, this part's pretty dark. It makes it a little less dark because there's like the sprites look so silly, but yeah. People are being murdered. Oh, my doggy came to save me. Yeah, this is just one of many things bad that Kefka does. Oh, this is too much. Let me have at it. What a mess. Be careful, sir. He's calling me sir. Ow, you probably need to kill yourself. There we go. I'm glad I bought all the shuriken. Make Shadow much more useful. Murder, I know. Kefka's terrible. You love to hate him. Ugh, who released this poison? Look, we're gonna have to do this together. The thought had occurred to me as well. Can't wait for the triad. Yeah. That part of the game is really cool too. Yeah, like I said, I think I'm gonna stream this game, but maybe not all of my streams, but for sure I'm gonna keep going with this. It's gonna take me a while, but I wanna stream the whole game. Yay. Thank you, kind sir. Allow me to thank you. I am Sabin from Figaro. Now let's scram. But what of my home? My friends. Look, if we stick around any longer, we'll have a regiment of troops down our throats. Got him over here. Oh boy. I have a great idea. Come over here. This part is pretty cool. Sir Sabin, what on earth are these? I'll explain later. Relax, just climb in. One of your favorite parts of the game? Yeah, that part of the game is pretty cool. How might these abominations be manipulated? I'm getting sick of this. Thou art such a pain in the... Confound it all. I'm starting to talk like you. Now listen, just use those levers located by your hands. Sir Sabin, it is I who is in your debt. Forget it. Now come on. Hey, what are you doing? Ah, we can't stop now. And let's just bust through. Here we go. On our tanks. Ouch. Although it is crazy, Terra's armor actually has a lot more abilities. There's nowhere to run. That's really strong on those guys, jeez. Yay, it's so awesome that we stole their armor. Who said anything about running? Yeah, her armor is insane. It has all those different abilities on it. You don't get a chance to use it very much, but yeah. Yay. Alright. Can't believe we made it this far. Say, how do we get to Narshe from here? Narshe, huh? Only one route, through the forest to the south. Alright, it's decided. Let's get going. Yeah, Sabin definitely took a long way around. This music is so good. I wish it was around more. And not just on the world map. Stray cats. Kitties. Oh, hey Nim. You're back. Oh, you're doing some sewing? What are you doing? Sewing some more masks? Until your phone dies. Well, I think I'm gonna only be going for maybe an hour and a little bit over an hour more. Phantom Forest. I love this place. Well, I've said that about every single place we've been to, so... I just love this game. Oh, you have a mask drop-off. Oh, that's so awesome that you're doing that, Nim. Masks are so important right now. Man, before this year, I would have never thought we'd be in this situation. It's so crazy. But here we are. Nim, do you know if you're going to be streaming at all this week? I know I'm definitely not going to stream on Tuesday, but I'm planning to do some streams on other days. If you are, I just want to make sure I catch you, since I actually can catch a lot of streams this week, since I'm off. I know Toad said he'll be streaming tomorrow. This is the Phantom Train, yes. Oh, you're doing Little Hope? Oh, that's right. That'll be fun. I'm actually watching Gab's videos of those right now. And again, it's funny, I think before this year I would have never watched content like that, but now I enjoy it, so... Nim, you can always know that you've turned me on to the horror genre. I think I have to go up, right? Forget. I'm gonna cheese the Phantom Train though. I'm gonna just kill him in a hit. Just because I can. You love playing Resident Evil? Nim is a huge Resident Evil fan, Gab. She loves Resident Evil. Oh, I'm sorry, Gab. I'm talking about a different Gab. I should just say Gab Smolders. Welcome to the dark side, yes. Nim has streamed probably like every single Resident Evil game, right, Nim? I'm pretty sure you even streamed that weird On Rails one. That one was interesting. I didn't even know that game existed until you streamed it. See, Gab, you better follow Nim and go watch her streams. She frequently plays Resident Evil. Okay, you guys better stop using fire on me, please. Will you just finished streaming the remake? Nim really wants me to play a Resident Evil game on stream one day, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that. One day I will, but I don't know. I have to really prepare myself. I don't think I've ever seen them do that move. It killed me. Holy crap. I'm pretty sure that's the first time I've seen that. Yeah. I'll play one day, Nim. I'll have to... Is there one that doesn't have tank controls? Because I don't want tank controls. Tank controls are like the end of me. I can't wrap my brain around them. A train's there, but I thought Domo's Railway had been destroyed. Favorite of the OGs is RE3. As far as remakes, RE2 remake is so good. Oh, those games are cool to watch, so I don't know if I could play it myself. Maybe Survivors Inside. Let's take a look. The train. I love the train. Hey, we can get in right here. Sir Sabin. We can't just wander around out here. We have to go on board. Sir Sabin. Don't worry. Sir Sabin. I like how Cyan is kind of... Try one of the new ones. Oh boy. The new ones are even scarier though, aren't they? They look scary. What on earth? Let me off. This train's haunted. Should have listened. Oh, I gotta sit up straight now. It's moving. If we don't get off now. Too late. Won't open. We're too late. What's with this train? This is the Phantom Train. It carries the departed to the other side. Wait a sec. I don't want to go there. We all have to go sometime. I have things to do here. We have to stop this thing. Let's make for the engine. This train is so fun. I love this place. One of the coolest... Fallen, hi, welcome! RE2 remake? Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Welcome, Fallen. I hope your day's going well. Or I guess it's evening for you now, right? Wait, okay, so... Fallen, you're in Eastern, but now that Daylight Savings is over, you are 5 hours ahead, so it is almost 8 o'clock for you? I think I got that right. Impresario, I manage this train. What business have you here? How do we stop it? Want to stop the train? Just use the controls in the engineer's department. Compartments. What's this? Let me just give it a... Sir Sabin, maybe we shouldn't fumble with that. Give it my best shot. How can you? How could you? Cyan, you're not scared, are you? How dare you? Just because I respect other beings' property doesn't mean I'm not mechanically minded. Cyan, you're a total klutz when it comes to machines. Silence. How could you tell? Well, you kind of went crazy on your Magitek armor just a little while ago. I know I can bring these ghosts with me, but I don't know if they're really worth it. Bombs. How was your day, Fallen? Are you settling into your evening? Ghosts. So many ghosts. Hazer. Those guys they look like they're wearing like blingy chains or something to me. Like a blingy gold chain. But I think they're holding something in their mouths maybe? I'm not sure. The whispers look really cool though. Goodish brother wanted to go shopping? Oh, clearance Halloween decorations. Oh man, that's right. You guys better get like some clearance Halloween candy too. All the Christmas music is gonna start today, I hope you know. Get ready for it. Now that Halloween's done. Christmas is gonna barge its way in. Tightwad. Well, it is a good time to pick up decorations and stuff because it goes on clearance. Probably a necklace? Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like a big blingy necklace. Like a big blingy gold chain. Halloween candy, yep, it's all going on sale. No escape. Ghosties. That's just one. Your daughter was trying to watch. Oh boy. It's beginning. We're gonna be inundated with Christmas. Whatever did you think you were doing? No escape. Huh? And I will concede we did get some Halloween candy. Yep, it's a good time to do it. Who's there? It came from this direction. No escape. Oh, they're coming. They coming. No escape. This way too. You can't escape. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. Run away. The background moving in the back is really cool too. I'm not sure what we're really looking at, but it looks neato. Bloody persistent. I believe we're stuck. I know. You have an idea? Okay. The time has come to see if all my training is paid off. Come, Cyan. Yahoo! He's doing Mario long jumps. Oh. No escape. Hey. Uh-oh. Bloody persistent. We have to detach the rear train cars. This is the farthest you've ever gotten. I think Joey's here. Well, he was here earlier and he was saying at the part that I was playing, that was the farthest he's ever gotten in this game too. So you guys all need to finish this game. Come on. Make me happy and play this game. Hey Joey, welcome back. Nim has also rejoined us. Finding out, yeah, it's hard to find this game now, sadly. God, you know, maybe y'all can help me out. Is there any way to get this game now? Because, like, for me, well, I don't know if for those of you new coming in, I am emulating this. I have my cartridge, but this can't be the only way to play it. It must be on an eShop somewhere, but I don't remember. I think it's on Steam, but don't buy the Steam version because it's the mobile version and that one sucks. I don't like the way that they redid the sprites for the mobile. It looks terrible. Can't follow us now. Isn't it? Well, I guess if you have PlayStation, I think they still have the PlayStation Collection. Yeah, you know, actually I think it's getting harder and harder to find this game. It is on Steam, yeah, but I really don't like the Steam version because it's the cell phone mobile version, and that one is not pretty to me. I don't like it. But if it's your only option, then I would suggest it because it's a good game to play. But yeah. Yeah, Final Fantasy Chronicles or something is on PlayStation, but even that's probably hard to find now. So yeah, that's kind of sad. This game actually is hard to find now. I wonder, was it even available like back on the Wii shop? I mean, it doesn't matter now, but I can't even remember. They better re-release this game soon, now that I'm thinking about it, somewhere. Besides the crappy one on Steam. Okay, well I shouldn't, okay. If it's your only way to play it, I'm just bashing it because of the way it looks, but I think it plays well, so. But yeah, I just don't like, I don't like the way it looks on there. I love the original sprites, that's why. Yeah, the Steam version, I mean, it's okay. I like this original version more. Widely available. I can't remember if it was on SNES Classic. I want to say it's not, you know. I think Chrono Trigger was on there. Or no, I don't think Chrono Trigger was on there either. I'm staring right at my SNES Classic. It's sitting on my shelf, but I can't remember what's on it. Final Fantasy Anthology on PS1. Yes, yes. So that's another way. It preserves the original graphics too, which is nice, but just a forewarning, it does add some load times in, so because it's PlayStation. So you'll have to get used to some load times. Food, bring me everything you got. Ghost food. Sabin's like me, he'll eat anything even if it's ghost food. Are you going to be okay if you eat this? Worried. Can't wage war on an empty stomach. FF3 is on this. Oh, it is on the SNES Classic? Wait, FF3 as in this one? But, or the actual FF3. I get confused, sorry, Fallen. Sir, I won't hear any more of this kind of talk. Nom noms. Chrono Trigger wasn't. HP and MP recovered and status M is like poison cured. Yay. See, ghost food is good, Cyan, I told you. Oh, labeled as FF3. Okay. So it is on it. That's cool. But yes, that's, well, yeah, no, I guess it isn't that available anymore, is it, Nim? Well, I've stuffed down all I can. Let's go. Oh. I totally did not mean to do that, sorry. I'll just eat again. I could have said no thanks. I just spammed A. Cool. Oh, I'm glad it's on something. Let's go slop the hogs. I didn't realize he said that here. I guess that's if you eat again. I really wish Nintendo would do a better job of releasing all their back content because so much of it is so good. Cheap on eBay? 20 bucks? That's not bad. What else is on that anthology? Is it FF5 too? I can't remember. Switch is perfect. Yeah, the Switch is definitely perfect for it. I wish they would do more, but they're so slow about it. I don't know what's going on. I'm hoping they have some grand plans or something, but they release content so slowly. Tactics and playthrough. I like tactics. It takes a long time though. FF5 and 6. Yeah, that's what I thought. Stop where you are. Oh, it's this guy. I am Siegfried, the world's greatest swordsman. That treasure chest is mine. If I were you, Ox, I'd grab Grandpa here and run. You look more like a manicurist, now scram. A manicurist? Aha, the Ox bellows. Allow me to introduce my blade. Second copy of Anthology. It is a pretty cool collection. I just noticed his name is spelled Zig with a Z outside of this, but then S in here. Siegfried. Dude, your attacks are like little mosquito bites. What's going on? Ha ha ha. Give up? Not really. Now you're in for it. Oh, one hit, okay. Retro games for cheap. What a bag of wind. Impossible. I'm the greatest, but I'll still laugh last. This treasure is mine. Ta-ta, cretins. Cretins, and that's a word I haven't heard in a while. Emulation isn't everyone's thing. It does protect against that. Physical media is going to be a thing of the past at some point, so I think it's a good way to, especially if Nintendo's not going to do it. If Nintendo won't preserve and make their content available, you know, emulation's like one way we can at least preserve it. Did I go in here? Yeah, I mean, emulation it's just one way to access things. And for me, I try, especially when I'm streaming, I try to only emulate things that I actually own. So, you know, I do have the original cartridge for this. And I have an SNES Classic, so I do own multiple copies of this game. I also own Anthology, so I have FF6 a lot. Oh, you're here still. How'd you get back up here? I definitely don't like emulating new games, because to me those, I want to buy those, you know, I don't want to emulate new ones, but the old retro stuff for sure. You love these games' battle themes? Me too. They're all good. Like, the music for the final battle in this game is so good. That whole medley of songs. Given that nearly all instances is illegal, yeah. I think for me though, I think I try to make sure that I'm not streaming and emulating things that I don't own copies of, so. Because I could stream this using my SNES, but like I was saying earlier, it's much easier for me to do it this way, so I would rather do it this way. Or I could also stream like the mobile version, or the Steam version. But yeah, as far as new games and stuff like that, I don't want to emulate those, especially if they're indies, because I want to support the studios, right? So, but for these older ones that I already own copies of, I don't know. Yeah, no, I understand that too. It's kind of weird. Crap. Abandon a game to time that it's fair game. I don't see Square bringing this back anytime soon. Yeah, I do hope that they remake this game though. I would be so happy with a remake of this. Oh my god. I would be even more excited than the 7 remake. This is the engineer's room. Gotta stop this thing. Something's written here. What? To stop the train, shut the first and third pressure valves and operate the switch outside near the smokestack. Vandal Hearts. Yeah, that's a game I don't have access to for sure. Press the switch and the train will stop. I've never played Vandal Hearts. I actually didn't even know what it was until Joey mentioned it. I was like, what is that? So you've been slowing my progress. I'm gonna cheese this train. Just because I can. Phoenix down. I'm so surprised this actually works. Dead. Oh man, that's so awesome. How underwhelming. I got a tent, yay. Oh yeah, sorry Nim, I know you like that boss, but I cheesed it. I just killed him instantly. Oh yeah, I should have done the train suplex. I will let you go, but first there is something I must do. I just think it's hilarious you can kill him with a Phoenix down. That's just... I didn't know that the first time I played, obviously. So I actually did the fight, but... yeah. It's just silly that you can defeat him. Sorry, Nim. Yeah, I should have at least done one train suplex. It's funny because he just takes the front portion of the train and he just lifts it up and drops it back down. Sabin's just that strong. He's so buff he can lift up a giant train. Gulp, where are we? While it's moving. Oh boy, finally got off. We shouldn't be here. Let's go now. Oh, that's right. This part is sad too. Okay, Joey, take care. Yeah, if you don't make it back before I'm done. I'm going to be done in a little under an hour, so thanks for coming in if you don't get back in time. I appreciate you being here. No, Elaine, Owain. Cyan, is that your wife and child? Departing? Please wait. Elaine, Owain. Owain is such an interesting name. It's like Owen, but not. My love, you made me so happy. Don't forget me. Dad, I'll make sure Mom's alright. So sad. How traumatizing, right? You see them die, and then you see them actually leave. Like, you lose them twice. It's pretty crazy. Okay. We're actually making good progress on this. This is a pretty long scenario, but we're getting close. Although, I guess no, there's still quite a bit left, but getting closer to the end of the scenario. That would be pretty traumatizing. He has a pretty rough situation compared to the rest of us. Or the rest of them. Is this the... What's this part? I forget already. Oh, that's right, they jumped on the falls. This is crazy. This must be Barren Falls. To the south is the Veldt, dangerous creatures there. And the Empire is right on our tails. If we can slip through the Veldt, we can reach the town of Mobliz to the east. I have served my purpose. Shadow. Thanks for your help. Let's join ranks again sometime. Yes, let's. Oh, why not? This is insane. It's like, yeah, let's jump off this cliff. It looks safe. We're good. And then we fight fish on the way down. Which is crazy. Piranhas. Waterfall piranhas. That's true, Fallen. It's the best way to travel down a waterfall. This part is just so absurd, but it's hilarious. Because they're just standing there like, as if they were on a battlefield, but falling straight down. So many of them. Oh, there's the boss. Rizopos. Rizopos? Fighting fish on a waterfall or fighting a train? Yeah, I don't know which is more absurd, Tim. It is some pretty absurd things back to back. I think that's why I like this game too sometimes. There's just some interesting situations. Yay, we beat the fish. And this must be a pretty huge waterfall because we've been falling for pretty long. Fighting a train being super realistic. While you're running away from it on the tracks. Because, you know, people can outrun trains, right? Gotta love Final Fantasies. I don't know how we got out of that, like, unscathed. It's Gao. I like his character, but his abilities are useless. I almost never use him. It's cool in concept, but not in execution. Draped in monster hides, eyes shining with intelligence. A youth surviving against all odds. Gao. And you are? Oh, Shadow took my sprint shoes. Boo. That was rude. Oh, that's a lot of guys. Grinding a lot in the Veldt to get the different abilities. Yeah, me too. I used to do that a lot. But I think overall, I don't know, it would be better if he didn't, like, go uncontrollable while he's using the abilities. To me, that makes him not that good. Like, if you could just pick abilities and use them, that would make him much better. But because he kind of goes kind of in a berserk state, I don't really like that I can't control him anymore. You don't ever remember grinding enough? Well, I think to give FF Games credit, you don't usually have to grind too much. Most of the time. Except probably like the older ones. but I've never played all of those, so. Even this one, you don't have to grind all that much. Oh, FF9. Yeah, FF9 you have to kind of level everyone evenly. Oh, Gab, thank you very much. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your week and a good start of your week and a good rest of your Sunday. Oh, there's Gal. Just gonna whack him. You strangers, go away. You scare animals. Save here. I don't have my sprint shoes anymore, no. Ugh, I really need to get a more comfortable chair. After I sit on this one for too long, my butt starts to hurt. Oh, I see, Fallen. Yeah, that can be tough if you haven't leveled everyone. This game is the same, actually. If you haven't really spent enough time getting everybody set up, the last dungeon in this game is really tough. Ooh, new weapons. New weapon for Cyan. New weapon for Sabin. Mithril Blade. I'll buy an extra one of those. I just beat it recently on the Switch release. Oh, thank you, Fallen. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the 8,000 point redemption. I appreciate you being here so much and supporting my stream. Thank you very much. You are awesome. You know, I'm gonna just stop selling equipment at this point because, for now at least. Because, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Fallen. You've been such a good supporter of my channel. I really appreciate that. Cyan needs a new heavy shield. Oh no, I have one. I should probably just optimize. There we go. Oh, I can give him a shield? I didn't know that. Oh, thanks, Nim. Both of you have been such good supporters of my channel for so long. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for being here. And Nim, I did appreciate the words that you said in your card. I think sometimes I'm a little hard on myself as far as like my streaming capabilities, but some of the stuff you said in your letter really hit home for me, so thank you. I'm glad that I can provide something for you to make your life a little bit better. I have a feeling I'll need these. Iron helmets. Should probably buy a few of those too. Kung Fu suits. Ooh, just spending money like crazy here. Oh yeah, thank you, Nim. I really appreciate your letters. Okay. I'm starting to hoard now. Because you were sleepy and it still came out that way? Yeah, after my stream is done, one of my coworkers gave me a free pizza, so I'm going to, after the stream, I'm going to order some pizza. Can't wait for that. I noticed a kid running out with a herd of beasts. Yeah. This took me a while to figure out too when I was young. Like, I have to get dried meat. I should probably buy more potions. But I'm good otherwise. Yeah, I can't wait for my pizza. I'm gonna splurge and probably include some sides as well. Birthday pizza is the best pizza. Ooh, chicken strips are good too. Send things all over the world. I don't think I can do anything. Oh, a clock elixir. Free pizza is really good too, yes. I'm very happy about that one. Entrance to Serpent Trench is south of Crescent Mountain. I love all these names. Serpent Trench, Crescent Mountain. What else do I need to do here? A clock elixir, yeah. The clocks seem to all have them for some reason in this game. Some soldier wandered here, busted up pretty bad too. It doesn't look good. Only the letters coming from the town of Miranda are keeping him going. Ah, this wounded soldier, that's right. I'm from Miranda. The Empire invaded and made me join their army. I fled when I heard we were making for Doma. They caught me and did this. Now I can't even move. I'll never see Lola again. On the desk is a letter. Will you please read it? I can't get used to Imperial troopers walking the streets of Miranda, but otherwise things are okay. Flowers are blooming in the garden, telling me spring is here. How are you doing? I'm so worried. I wish I could fly to your side. Oh, speaking of Animal Crossing, Elias apparently said there's mushrooms growing now? I have to go find myself some mushrooms. Rest and know that I think about you constantly. Come back to me, Lola. I'd like to write her back, but I can't even pick up a pen. I think I can send a letter for him now, I believe. Postage to Miranda is 500 gold. Gonna send a letter for that soldier, right? Sure. Pokemon Sword. I do need to finish, I need to finish the Crown Tundra. I haven't done it yet, but I'm debating whether or not I'm gonna do it on stream. I might do it on stream. Because I'm getting close. I caught the birds, I caught the Gigases too, so I just have Calyrex left. So I might just stream that. Yeah. Oh, sprint shoes. Spending all my money. Oh, I should give him the black belt as well. No, sprint shoes. You blame me for buying it. Well, it's a good Sword and Shield is great. They did a good job with it. I'm really pleasantly surprised because I wasn't too happy with Sun and Moon, so I'm glad Sword and Shield is great. Oh, Fallen, you have some surprise gifts, it sounds like. Dwayne and Katarine. Okay, so let's go do what I need to do now. Yeah, Sword and Shield is good, and I'm loving the deal. Well, I didn't like Isle of Armor all that much, but Crown Tundra is really good. I recommend Crown Tundra. Oh, he showed up pretty fast. Okay. Where's the dried meats? This took me forever to figure out when I was young. I'm like, what the heck am I supposed to do? And I finally talked to all the townsfolk and realized what I had to do. Kinda want to get to DLC, you should. Crown Tundra is worth it. Isle of Armor is okay. It's not great. It's okay. What the? Thou art so odd. I'm Cyan and he's Sabin. You Sabin, you Cyan. Me want more food. The DLC is good. Crown Tundra is... If you just buy the... I think there's a season pass or something, or the pass that gets you both. It's probably worth it. Crown Tundra is worth it by itself. No more for you. You go get more for me. You're a regular munchkin. And you're afraid of me. You want to fight? Me not want to hurt you. Stop looking at me like that. This exchange is so goofy. You're pretty tough. That's fun, you strong. Me like dancing. You good leader. Shut up. Simmer down, sirs. And thou, old wild one, who might thou be? Thou. Thou, thou? Thou, thou. Thou, thou. You angry? Cyan, you angry me? Listen, his family was just... You understand me, sorry. I'm not mean person. Look, we can't have you two prancing around all day. Gao, I think we're gonna get on well together. Why don't you join us? Ah, I give you present. Gao gives Cyan and Sabin nice gift and thanks for food. What manner of rubbish do you suppose he's gonna... Gao's treasure, shiny, shiny. Shiny, shiny, shiny. Can anything be that shiny? Does Mr. Thou like shiny thing? Mr. Thou's that one over there. A shiny thing, huh? Think how jealous Locke's gonna be when he hears about this. Who's Locke? He bad man? Maybe he tries to steal my treasure. He forgot about this. The scene is crazy. Locke, well, he's... Listen when someone's talking to you. I think he's trying to tell us something. Ugh, alright, carry on. Here, here. Shiny thing here. Sabin, place where you buy food. It's called Mobliss. Cyan, place where you stand. River brought you there. Now, we go Crescent Mountain. Shiny thing there. Look, let's just go along with him to this Crescent Mountain. This game has some fun scenes. Phew, why do we invite him along anyway? Mr. Thou, hurry up, we're leaving. Hey, I told you once, I'm not Mr. Thou. Yeah, I don't know if I want to spend any time grinding here because I don't really use Gao that much. Here's how to build up Gao's skills. Choose Leap, a command that only appears when you're on the Veldt. Keep fighting on the Veldt and Gao will reappear. He'll have learned the attacks of the monsters you were fighting when he leapt and returned. Choose the command Rage and you can use any of the attacks he's learned. The imp is so cute. And now please continue your quest. Or Kappa. Yeah, he's solely a Kappa. Maybe I should though, because I'm going to be stuck with him for a bit. Maybe I should try to learn some techniques, so... Let's see what we can get. It's interesting because when you come back later in the game, you can get so many different monsters here. And he can learn lots of things, but... Yeah, I'm not really a fan of using him just because he's not controllable, so... That's kind of a no for me. Well, that's fast. The music here is cool. Ooh, do I have these? Oh, he has M-Tech armor, but he doesn't have soldiers. Yay for mail! I gotta go into Animal Crossing today just to like check out what's going on because it's a new month, right? So I also feel bad I didn't give any of my villagers any candy at all. I totally abandoned them. All of my candy went to your villagers, Nim. There's some new bugs and fish. I gotta go look at the guide that I have that shows all the new stuff every month and see what I can find. I don't think I caught everything for October. Pretty sure. I've been kind of delinquent with my Animal Crossing. Yeah, I'll let you know, Nim. I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of stuff. Because I haven't been good about it. Oh, okay, well. Well, since he has the Magitech armor, that's a good one, so I'm just gonna let's go with that. Yeah, the pier fish are tough. Because they only show up every now and then, and you only have a small space of pier. Oh, Nim, did you send Fallen the cult cloak too? That's what I thought. Awesome. Cyan, the shiny thing Gao spoke of is here. Sir Gao, where exactly is it? Oh my god, that emote is perfect. Gao, forget. Shall we look around? Indeed. Okay, I'm just gonna go straight to where I need to go because all of these little distractions are actually not good. On the side. There it is. Is this it? Gao's treasure? Treasure, yes. Looks like glass. Looks like it just might fit. Huh, is this of any use? Will this really let us breathe underwater? Let's go. I'm guessing he found 3 of them because there's no way they can all fit into one helmet. Current's fast. No kidding. But unless we hop in, we won't see our friends again. And in one of your favorite colors. Yeah, Gao's not liking this idea. He's not into it. I wouldn't be either, to be honest. I don't know if I could do this. I am terrified of being under the water. Which is funny because I live on an island. This part is cool too. Showing off the Mode 7 graphics again. I think I'm gonna have to use the keyboard for the parts where I need to steer. Oh, your phone's dying? Okay, Nim. Well, thank you for coming. I'm gonna be done soon anyway, so thank you for... You were here for most of the stream, so I appreciate that. I hope you folks have a good night. Try not to stress out too much at work this week. I'm lucky because my husband has invested in lots of those portable phone battery chargers, so my phone is almost never dead. Thank you, Nim. I appreciate that. Thank you for the gifts and for being here. Thank you very much. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up here soon. I think this will probably be the last place I do. I'm pretty sure. Because we're getting pretty close to 4 hours. I can't believe it's been 4 hours. But I don't think my body can handle sitting for longer than 4 hours at a time. And I did have to take a stretch break in the middle of this one, so... I think 4 hours is my maximum. I don't think I could ever handle like an all-day stream, you know, like a charity stream for like all day. And some people do 24-hour ones too, right? That's crazy. I don't think I could do that. I would be so sore. Oh, that's right, Fallen. I will be there for sure. 8 hours is a long time. Like, I could definitely game for 8 hours, but sitting here in the chair, and just like, you know, being confined to it for that long, that's hard. At least when you're just gaming normally, right, you can get up from your couch and walk around and stuff like that, but when you're streaming, you kind of have to stay on the stream as much as you can, so that's really hard for me. And I'm really fidgety, like I'm a super fidgety person, so just sitting still for this long is an accomplishment for me, but I like to do it because I like streaming, so but I normally can't sit still for this long. It's not normal for me. I'm very fidgety and have to get up all the time to walk around. Fall in the hole. Oh, another green beret. Should I give that to Cyan? Yeah, might as well. Half-hour break for lunch? Hey, that's totally reasonable, Fallen, I think. I could not go for 8 hours. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, that was actually much faster than I thought. Maybe we can actually finish out Sabin's story here. For some reason, I thought that sequence was longer. Okay. Sabin, poor thing, he's been like through so much like underwater adventures. I could not do this like story for him if I was actually there. Oh man. You took one look at me and thought I was a loser, right? You're obligated to buy for me now. What do you have? Nothing I want. Sorry. Totally game for 8 hours. Yeah, I could game for 8 hours, but I think for me, you know, that's like the freedom of standing up and walking around. And my voice starts to give out around the 4-hour mark. I can already feel it getting scratchy. In fact, I should drink some water. And when I stream, I talk a lot, as you guys notice. I'm constantly talking. I don't know why. I can't sit quietly. So I just keep talking. But it puts my voice to the ringer, so. As much as I enjoy talking about the game and stuff, my voice starts to give out. Oh, silk ropes. Talk more when you stream. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think I talk a lot in general, like all the time, so it's normal for me. I'm running out of money. Oh no. I probably should be talking to the townsfolk so you guys get more lore from the game, but eh. I think you get enough lore just by the story scenes. I am almost broke. Rockslide has blocked the path leading north. Oh, so I have to take the ship, right? Oh, I think we're done here. Yeah. And actually then, this is a good place to probably end the stream. But wait, let me get on the ship. Because I think this takes us to... Ah, get out of my way. These dang townsfolk. Okay. I think, yeah, this is it, I think. South Figaro bound ferry. Hop aboard. I think this is the end of his. I'm pretty sure. Narsh is just a stone's throw away. I hope the others arrive safely. I'm sure they did. Me hope so too. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and what a calming like sound to leave this on. Although, is this gonna be completely quiet? Yeah, it's completely quiet. How about we talk to Locke? Locke has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops, but now he desperately needs to escape. But this part is pretty cool too. But this will be where we start the stream next time. I think I can get us to a save point pretty quick. I just don't want to be talking completely in silence. Nuts, gotta get to Narshe on the fly. Yeah, let's go. I think one of these houses has a save point from what I remember. So this not this one. Was it the one I was right by? Yeah, this one. I think she heals me too. I'm sure there's a hidden passage under the rich man's house. Find the room that's drafty. Oh, maybe not? I thought she healed me. Okay. Save. There, now I'll have some background music when I'm talking. Okay, let's put that away. I am going to switch to just chatting. Alright, well, thank you all for coming to my stream today. I had a lot of fun playing this game. I haven't played this game in like, I don't know, over... It's been at least a couple years, at least. Probably longer. Oh my gosh. I can't even remember the last time I played it, so it's probably longer. But it's been really fun. And so thank you all for coming and helping me celebrate my birthday. It's really fun. I'm just doing a lot of relaxing stuff today for my birthday, so I'm streaming. And after this, I'm going to order pizza. And my husband made fudge yesterday, so the fudge is sitting in the icebox, and it's so good. Oh, that's okay, Fallen. Thank you for coming in. I am going to be streaming, though, this week because I'm off. I'm not sure exactly when, but I'm going to stream more Final Fantasy, and probably use one stream to finish up the Crown Tundra DLC from Pokemon, and one more stream to finish up Grim Legends, the Hog that I'm playing. I think that'll probably be this week. And I am going to stream at earlier times, so I think some more of you can make it. Because I'm off, I'll probably stream around this time during the week. So maybe like 12 or 1 p.m. my time, which will be, you know, like early evening for a lot of you, so that should be fine. But again, thank you so much. I did want to show this off one more time because I'd like to brag about Nim's gifts because she's so cool. But she sent me this as part of my birthday gift. This is the same mask that apparently Swoonie was wearing and for their trick-or-treating, so it's really cool. I love the mustache, and it's neat that you can kind of wear this and still be safe but also look like Mario. And then these really cool stickers that she sent. I love these. They're so cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. It's like, there, focus. When I get stickers, I'm just kind of like, I don't want to take them off of their thing and stick them anywhere. My favorite is definitely KK. He's so cute. But yeah, I love these. But I just wanted to show them off, since Nim sent them to me in the mail. But yeah, I think that'll be it for today. Again, I'll probably post a schedule at some point. I'm not going to be streaming on Tuesday for obvious reasons, but and I guess depending on how Tuesday goes, I may stream more or less during the week. But I am planning to do at least the 3 that I mentioned and then more Final Fantasy, so we'll see how that goes. I hope you guys have a good week. I know this is going to be a stressful week for a lot of us, so make sure, I am going to do for a second, I'm going to plug, make sure you voted. If you haven't, please go out there and do it. Go out and vote. Find a way to do it early. Try not to wait until Tuesday if you can. But if you have to go out on Tuesday, good luck. Don't get out of there until you get your vote in. It's very important. So, but just another reminder for everyone, please take the time to do some self-care. It's going to be a stressful week, a stressful couple of days, no matter what happens. So take some time to find things that you can do for some self-care, whether it's some treats for yourself, some games you can play, whatever it is that you need, have those at the ready so that we're okay. If you need to reach out to me on Twitter, I guess I should post my, because I will try to be available if I can, but either on Twitter or on Discord. You know, I'll be there if you need to talk. I may not respond right away, but I will respond. So, all right, that's enough of that. Have a good week. Hope everything goes well for us. Crossing my fingers. But I will see you online. I'll see you on Discord and Twitter. So have a good Sunday. Have a good week. Bye, everyone.